Growing up in countries that are not Islamic, it's often for the youth to come across people asking, how come you guys as Muslims don't have boyfriends and girlfriends? How come you guys don't do this? How come Islamic marriages are like that? Hey, why do you have to listen to your dad or your mum? You know, who cares about your mum and dad?
I want her to be tall and white, beautiful silky hair, has a different color during the day, different color during the night. إذا رأيتها من بعيد, if you see her from far, she's beautiful. And if she comes close, she's even more beautiful. As if she's riding a horse.
A young woman came to see me recently who was forced into a marriage by her parents who had engaged in domestic abuse. And this young woman, she says that I was forced to be in this relationship for more than years, and every single night that my husband came and approached me in a physically intimate way, I felt as if this man was raping me. Because I had no desire to be with him. I did not want to be there sharing that bed with him. And I wished I had said no when I had the opportunity to say no. And I wish they had listened to me every single time I had said no, and had not jumped when in my weakness I had said yes.
The sisters have the right. Inside the home, they are in charge. Don't come home with your chest poked out. Where's the food? What's going on? Blah, blah. Go get this. Why you didn't? Be quiet. Leave the sister alone. She don't have to do nothing for you. Nothing. You, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ar-rijal qawwamuna 'ala an-nisa. This don't mean that you are the commander of the women. No, you have responsibility to them. She don't even have to work. She don't have to lift a cup. She don't have to do any work. She don't have to clean your clothes. She don't have to iron your clothes. She don't have to wash no dishes. She don't have to cook no food for you. She don't have to do anything. This is not her job. If you want somebody to do that, go hire a servant. But if she does that, this will be a blessing for her in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She should do that to want to serve her husband, to obtain his pleasure, because the pleasure of the husband is next to what? The pleasure of Allah. The displeasure of the husband is next to the displeasure of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ said that the husband that goes to sleep while he is displeased with his wife, what happens? The malaika curse her all of the night.
Be romantic. Told the man, be romantic to the lady. The Prophet ﷺ was romantic. In even a rose. And take her home to your darling wife. And tell her, this is for you, oh darling. Believe me, wallahi, that would change her whole day. That would change the whole day. And you have the best meal that night. The best meal. Something you've never tasted. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us romantic men have tried this. If you cannot afford a rose, get a candle. What for? Put it underneath. Switch all the lights off. Switch all the lights off and have dinner together under candlelight. Or you want to be more romantic, go to the moon. Underneath the light of the moon. This is not a joke, it's serious. The Prophet ﷺ was romantic.
Now we have complicated marriage so much that unfortunately haram became easier than halal. So marriage was very simple. Who would go to somebody whom they know is a good person, a righteous person, a brother who is in need of marriage, and would tell them, I would offer you my daughter? Who would do that now? They would think that it's shame, it's embarrassing, it's not good, it's lowering your status. And Rasulullah ﷺ told the ones who wanted to choose a different path that this is not my sunnah. The ones who wanted to practice a life of celibacy and get away from marriage because they heard that this was the practice of the Christian monks, Rasulullah ﷺ said, this is not my sunnah, this is not my way.